The world is changing at an exponential rate. Today's world is completely different than the one of our ancestors. Technology has accelerated the pace of life and work. Each day we are competing against more people, and we're expected to give out better results. There's a Japanese concept that will help you face this situation: the Kaizen Method. Kaizen is composed by two Japanese kanjis, Kai, which means change, and Zen, which means good. In this video, we're going to go through this method and I will explain how you can apply it to continuously improve your life. The Kaizen method is a mental process that comes within our inner self. The goal is for you to recognize your potential, aiming towards the future. But most importantly, that you identify the limitations that are keeping you from your goals, so you can achieve continuous development in the direction you choose. More than just a method, Kaizen is a way of life, where you seek to enter a state of continuous development, always moving toward a better place. An interesting fact is that the Kaizen method became popular thanks to the Toyota company. At the end of World War II, Japan served as an important supply line for the American Army. Thanks to this agreement, Japan's industry started revitalizing, and Japanese companies benefited from U.S. methodologies to improve their quality systems. In this context, the car manufacturing company Toyota developed its own production system, a method that includes the entire company's workforce with the intention of creating the best product. Since then, Kaizen has become one of the main success factors in Japan, where companies structure all their efforts based on this principle, which involves all employees from the CEO to every worker. The key element is that everyone enters a process of continuous development. Now let's get back to you. Where are you now in your life? Are you a student who's working hard to the path towards a successful professional life? Or maybe you're an employee who wants to stand out in your company and receive better bonuses. Or maybe an entrepreneur who is starting a business and wants to get more customers. First, you need to make sure you know where you stand, and then you can start applying the concept of Kaizen. First, you must recognize what your main goals are. In a previous video, I introduced you to the SMART method, which helps you create precise and detailed goals. Now's the time to create a system that will drive you to achieve those goals. So based on what we've talked about the Kaizen method and its background, this system was implemented to eliminate what isn't working, increase what does work, and make all processes within an industry more efficient. To understand the path to success and to achieving any goal you have in mind, you must start by reviewing your processes. Think of your goal as a higher level you want to reach, and the ladder that will allow you to get there is the process. A broken ladder can be extremely dangerous, so it's time to review the gears within your processes and adjust them correctly. To map your process correctly, there are 7 questions you must answer. This model will help you evaluate each step in your current process. With each of the steps that lead you to your goal, ask yourself these 7 questions. Why is this step important? What positive value am I adding by doing so? Where should I do it? When should I do it? Are there any other people involved? Is it being done correctly? How often must I do it? Let me give you an example. Let us imagine that your goal is to read a book every month for the next 12 months. Within the process, the first step would be choosing which book you want to read each month. This alone is a step in the process, choosing a book. Now let us answer the previous questions to this step. The first answer would be, it is important to choose the right book, one with an interesting topic, but that is also useful for my life. The second answer would be, by doing so, I am making a conscious decision, and I will commit to spend a month reading that book. The third answer would be, I will choose my book based on a list of recommendations. The fourth answer would be, I will take 1 hour to choose next month's book. The fifth answer would be, I will make this decision myself. The sixth answer would be, I will be on the lookout for the books that call my attention the most, and I will look into them and their authors to see if they are the best option for me. And the last answer would be, once a month, as soon as I finish the previous book, I will choose the next one. This is a very general idea on how you can assess your processes for everything you do. The idea would be for you to overview all the activities you engage in your life, and to be able to evaluate how useful they are in order to achieve your desired goals. By reviewing all your processes, you will be able to do 4 important things. You will trim all the activities that are a waste of time and energy. You will be able to order out your activities to be more efficient. You can simplify overcomplicated processes and just keep the activities that are fundamentally important. You will be able to assess the changes that are improving your processes. Lots of people want to achieve big changes in short periods of time. Great motivators will often convince and recommend making a big change quickly. But even though these ideas make you feel excited at first, you will realize by assessing your processes that it's not that simple. And if you fail, the positive emotion you got will quickly disappear and you will be left with fear, anxiety, and disappointment. This causes our brain to shut down, forget our big goals for the future, and focus on activities that give us instant pleasure. You will end up procrastinating all your goals and stop executing all the positive activities you set yourself to do. The Kaizen Method will help you create a proper mental structure based on mini habits. Check out our previous video if you want to go deeper into this topic. However, let me quickly remind you what they consist of through these 4 adjectives. Mini habits are portable, practical, periodical, and positive. The idea is that you implement these small changes into your processes to make them more efficient. Instead of wasting energy on thinking what to do, you enter into a rhythmic and consistent line of good actions that stack up. By incorporating small changes into your life, you will find less of a resistance to make a big positive change. The Kaizen Method is intended to reconfigure your entire paradigm. Instead of having great desires that never come to a reality, you will be able to create a system that allows for continuous development. Do not allow your dreams to remain in pure potentiality. The Kaizen Method will help you materialize your ideas into reality. You will quickly begin to see good results. To help you understand this model more clearly, I invite you to think of it as a cycle: plan, do, verify, and act. Now let's take a second and really pay close attention to the following process. The first stage is planning. Before anything else, it's important to start by defining your plan to achieve your objectives. The second stage is doing. Once you know where you're heading, you must implement a process that will lead you to your goals. You will need to cultivate a personal discipline and commit yourself to the mini habits you set yourself to do. The third stage is verify. It's important that you make a daily or weekly analysis of your results. Measure what has worked and what has not. This will give you more clarity on what needs to be changed. And the final stage would be acting. In accordance to the results you obtain, make the necessary modifications to refine your system and improve your results. Like I said before, this is a cycle. So after you've gone through all the steps, start over. This is how you will develop a system of continuous development. Although it may seem pretty obvious, many people ignore this advice, but I find it key. Focus on small goals that will give your system a solid foundation. When you achieve these goals, give yourself a small reward that solidifies the system and integrates the positive habit into your lifestyle. This method will be really helpful in almost every aspect of your life. Whether you are studying, working, starting a new business, setting out to conquer your goals, or just want to improve a simple aspect of your life, Kaizen is a simple organizational, participatory, problem-solving structure that will support the well-being of any of your projects by creating new positive auto-evaluation habits that will help you improve them on a constant basis. Before we wrap this video up, I would like to remind you that Kaizen is more than just a model. It's a whole mindset where there's a gradual and continuous growth. You are solely responsible for identifying the current processes you have, measure the performance of your actions, and observe your results. Compare different options and look at areas with opportunities to improve. Innovate better solutions that you had not previously considered. Adapt good habits and make them part of your daily life. And repeat this cycle to constantly advance and continue to improve. If you're ready for a life of continuous growth and development, leave your comment below. Kaizen requires discipline. However, the system is so effective that the first step is the most complicated. Once you enter the Kaizen mindset, you will realize that the system flows organically. Your growth becomes almost effortless. Skills develop and good results appear. This system is not for everyone, but now that you know it, it's up to you to decide. You will take it and make use of it, or you will reject it and return to the old habits. The decision is in your hands. Thank you for watching this video. Wait, before you continue to crush your goals and develop an amazing life, don't forget to subscribe to Full Insight. If you like our content, please share it with a friend or a family member that might benefit from it. Until next time.